What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Bree from Complex Weather Bree. I'm on here responding to Dollface Bobby's video on the church. My whole view on it is that, like they were saying, you know, everyone is pretty much really biased, and that is an honest opinion. It's my opinion right now. It's gonna be my opinion tomorrow, next year, and the year after. I feel like it's complete nonsense and bullshit for people to constantly have these biased opinions about gay people, or about the LGBT community, period. Like, I feel like it's wrong. You know, we don't walk on this earth, you know, with any intention to ruin anybody else's lives. And we're not perverts. We're not people who automatically, because we're attracted to the same sex, think that every person that is the same sex is sexy. You know, and I think that that's where a lot of straight women get it crossed and messed up, and a lot of straight men get it crossed and messed up, is that you think that just because you think you're cute, that we think you're cute. And that is not true. And I actually have two stories I'm going to share with you all. One that happened to me, you know, going to church and being involved in church at a very young age. And, you know, growing up in the church, kind of, sort of. And then, you know, what happened to me with the straight female. Because I am a lesbian. And, you know, I grew up in the church. So, in growing up in the church, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't understand. A lot of things that I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm a sinner, you know, I'm going to hell, I'm this, and I'm looking at myself like I'm internally damned, until I started reading up on what I was thinking, you know, reading up on my thoughts, researching things that I've been put to believe, you know, within the Bible, you know what I mean. And I feel like this fight that, you know, and the reason why I call it this fight is that this fight for gay marriage is something that I see as absolutely crazy. You know, it's like people are paying their taxes, you know, for other people to, you know, make decisions for them, and so things can go right in this country, while we, instead of, you know, trying to figure out things that are more important, you know, like healthcare, and, you know, making healthcare a necessary benefit, you know, out of all jobs, and things like people still being overseas, and, you know, the war was supposed to have been over. It's like, it's so many things that you could be focused on, you know. If Susan and Becky want to go and get married, that's their prerogative. If Bill and John want to go and get married, hey, that's their prerogative. I don't see it as why, or, you know, in a particular manner, why other people just get to, you know, do what they want to do. But it seems like even being gay, you know, you're put in a position where you're kind of like a child, you know, still at home with your mom, you know, you have to check in, you know, you have to make sure, okay, is this okay with everyone, or mom, dad, whatever the case may be, before I decide to make a decision to make a commitment. And to me, I feel like that's stupid. You know, it's stupid, and it's complete bullshit, because I feel like if one person can sit there and, you know, like one person who's straight can go and, you know, look at their partner and say, look, I want to go to Vegas today, and I want to get married. And, because I want to get married, you know, I'm not even going to get you a ring right now. We can go right to Vegas. We can get married. I'm going to get you a ring later, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But then I was watching a show called The Real L Word, and she wanted for her and her girlfriend, I guess, to get married. It was supposed to be a surprise thing. They were calling around, and there's so many places in Vegas that do not do commitment ceremonies. And to me, I think it's crazy, because how is it a straight person can go and get married, but, you know, you can't even give a gay person a commitment ceremony? Not a marriage. Not a marriage. But you can't even give them a ceremony of commitment. Like, that's stupid. Then it's like with the whole church thing, like me, like I said, I grew up in the church. I know the Bible front and back. And, you know, like you guys were saying in the video, that a lot of people sit there and they be like, oh, well, you know, they think the gay people don't know the Bible. And I think that that's true. I think they think that we're totally oblivious. We don't know what's going on in the Bible. We don't know what Peter did, what Daniel did, what anybody did. We don't know anything about the Bible. Me, I'm a firm believer in God. You know, I'm a God-fearing woman, and yes, I'm a lesbian, and a lot of people feel like that is something that, you know, is kind of like it contradicts itself, but to me it doesn't. You know, God knows my heart, and it is in the Bible, plain as day, in black and white, that God knew how I was going to be before I stepped here on this earth. And if God knew who I was going to be before I stepped here on this earth, he has already accepted that this is who I was going to be, because he knows my heart. So whether I walk around here in front and keep it in the back and keep it in the shadows, God, it's a sin to lie also. God knows it's a sin to lie also. You know, and it's like, if it's a sin to lie, why keep it on the back burner? Why not be open with it? Why not be true to yourself? Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the people around you, because that in itself is a sin. And I feel like to be out and to be free of your own expression and your own preference and everything, that, you know, that's something that should be uplifted, not something that should be downed. It's something that should be uplifted, and I strongly believe in that. So, you know, I feel like, you know, a lot of people need to stop, you know, badgering other people and talking about other people, and, you know, especially in churches, they shouldn't bash gay people so much, because in actuality, all we're doing is living our lives like every other human being, wanting to live in peace and wanted to, you know, yes, still have those goals of growing up and getting married and having kids. And I feel like we shouldn't be deprived of that. And as far as church goes, I feel like a lot of people need to take a second look at the Bible, read the whole thing from cover to cover, from back to front, over and over again, just so they can know what's really in there, and the things that they're saying is there aren't. The beliefs that they're saying are implanted in the Bible that God bless people to write, they're not there. Those are their own beliefs. Those are man-made beliefs, man-made ideals of what Christian life is supposed to be all about. So that's just my whole view on that. Just me, you know, like I said, responding to Dollface Barbie, and, you know, letting you guys know how I feel about the church. So it was nice talking to you all. As always, you're loved by me, Bree, in the complex world of Bree. You have a wonderful day. Mwah.